Hey y'all.
Hi you guys.
Welcome to our channel.
Welcome.
My name is Lisha. I go by Lish.
I'm Jade.
And yeah, what's up? Today we're actually going to be talking about our experience as models thus far. We're local to AZ. We just want to share our journeys with y'all, how we got signed, all that. So
exactly. It might help a lot of people because I feel like you think it's unattainable until you do it. So sometimes you just need some guidance from somebody who's already been there. And even though we're not in a super huge market, Phoenix is starting to grow a lot. So we can help you.
Yeah. So if that sounds like something you're into, let's get into it.
So Lisha and I are signed to the same agency. We're both signed to the Young agency. CEO is Pamela Young, Black-owned agency at that. So we big dogs out here.
So how did you first hear about the agency?
So me, just from research, so I looked it up. I knew that I wanted to be at a local, like a Phoenix-based agency, and I wanted people who would be able to honor my look and everything about me and what I am, and where I wouldn't really have to change myself. So I could just be the authentic version of me. And that's where I found the Young agency. And then when I found out it was founded by a Black woman, that made me even more inclined to go ahead and try, you know, shoot my shot.
Right.
And so it was all virtual. And most things are virtual now, ever since COVID, I would say. So a lot of times you're gonna be submitting like just digitals online, or you're gonna be Zooming with people or FaceTiming or whatever and seeing them virtually before you even ever go in. And then sometimes you actually have like an open casting call where you walk in and you take your little pictures and you write down your little information and then you go. And that's it.
I think I had saw something come across my timeline on Instagram for the casting, and I was like, shoot, why not? I've been in kind of this mindset of just why not lately. Like the past few years, I've just been like, let me just stick my foot in and see how this goes. And so I did that. I actually had reached out to some of my friends too, was like, hey, you want to come with me? And then my girl JJ had actually came with me to the casting. I will say this, I initially went to the casting, I think with the idea of going for acting gigs, more so than modeling, because I had some acting experience in the past and I wanted to build on that. So that was initially what drew me to the agency. I was like, oh, they got gigs for like acting, okay, cool. And then one thing led to another, I ended up getting signed, and then the day of my photo shoot, I had heard about a Runway show, and it just, opportunity after opportunity from there, so yeah.
And that's how we met.
What, earlier this year at the On Central Runway show.
Just a couple of months ago. We've been like inseparable. And that's one of the best parts about the industry. You meet a lot of people who are like-minded and creative.
That's
and just
networking.
Yes.
And they just get you like,
they're
that's
helping. They love you.
And it's not even just a modeling thing or acting thing, it's just a creative thing. Like if you're a creative, it's just so, it just feeds the soul when you meet other creatives and you get to like bounce ideas back and forth and collab and things like that. It's just, it's great. So
being artsy together, it feeds your soul for sure.
How did you hear about that Runway show?
How did I hear about the first show? Honestly, so before I got signed to an agency, I was a freelance model. So basically that means I'm finding all my own gigs myself. So I'm looking anywhere and everywhere, and I'm having to build my own network, reach out to my own connections, and like scout my own gigs for myself. So it was a lot of work. So the fashion show I ended up finding just from purely looking. Like if you go on Instagram, for example, just to give you the raw and uncut, if you're looking for local castings, you can put in the hashtags, people that you follow in your community that you like or that you aspire to be like, you know, that you're trying to emulate. You like their career, you like where they're going. Follow them, see what they're up to, reach out to people, because a lot of people are willing to help you. And I feel like you might sell yourself short and think that you're reaching out, you know, blindly, but a lot of people want to help you, and they'll give you a hand and lift you up, or maybe mentor you or take you around to different groups and things like that. So really just from looking. So I was looking up like Phoenix Fashion Week, fashion shows, all that kind of things, casting, auditions, and following people in the community that I knew modeled already, and like had the style and aesthetic that I liked, and were signed to different agencies. And that's how I started getting things. And also, if you include yourself on other people's broadcast channels, that's amazing, because they will give you like other opportunities, casting calls, open auditions, all that kind of stuff. And then you can go to it, and then you also have a network and a community, so you don't feel so alone. Because it's a lot. You're gonna get rejected sometimes, straight up. Doesn't mean that it's just not good enough. It's just not yours right there.
Right.
So you're going to have rejection. You just have to. But when you have a community, it makes it easier to keep going.
And I will say, like, it's kind of, to me at least, it seemed like a snowball effect, because she's actually the one that even taught me about broadcast channels. Because usually I see them, I'm like, I'm joining a broadcast channel for what? Like, but like, she had put me on to one of a lady out here, Shannon, who all she does is post gigs, opportunities, whether it's acting, whether it's modeling, like all she does is post opportunities. And so it's like, you don't have to look far. What did she post today? Like, you know, like, just as an example. Jade also shared with me that there's Facebook groups just dedicated to Arizona actresses and actors and things like that. Like, there are communities out there. And I feel like once you do start following other creatives within that community, like, you're going to see opportunity after opportunity, not only from what they're posting and what they're involved in, but I think it also kind of trains the algorithm to show you more opportunities like that as well.
Oh my God.
So
yes, follow the people that you like, follow people you want to be like, you want to emulate. The designers that you like. If you want to walk for that designer, follow that designer. Follow their clothing and their different brands, and
because they'll probably post about, like, oh, we're gonna make this upcoming show. Like,
oh my God, yes. Photographers that you like. Follow all the local photographers. Every single local photographer, even if they don't follow you back, just follow them and keep following them. And reach out and DM them for opportunities. And like, when they post opportunities, reach out to them for, you know, say that you want to do it, and don't be scared.
Yeah,
don't be scared.
It's really not as much work as maybe even sounds like, because like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like things just started falling in my lap after I started like networking, like, because mind you,
being consistent
too. And I think with the first fashion show that we were a part of, we kind of went above and beyond, and we were like doing practices with other models that weren't planned by
like the host
of the event. We were having our separate practices, and that's how we met. We met because we were doing above and beyond. Because it's like, okay, like, yes, we can just participate in the fashion show, but it's like, we're passionate. We want to give it our all. We want to learn. So that opened up doors to us networking with additional models, hearing more about other fashion shows. So the Audition show was great. And then from there, I think before that show was even done, I had auditioned for another show. I don't even know when you auditioned for your other show, but it was like back to back fashion show.
Opportunities, like, you know? Everywhere.
Not to mention, after the On show, there was a fashion show neither of us were a part of, where the lady just reached out and was like, here's some tickets, come. Okay, just come out. It's like, you're part of this community now, come out. You know, it's just like, oh, like, falling in the lap. Like, once you start putting the work and you're really into it, it doesn't feel like work as much. It feels more like excitement and like, you know, mind you, when you're starting out for like modeling and getting into these runway shows and stuff like that, it might not be a paid thing. Because I had yet to be paid for any of these shows I've been doing little runway walks for. But it's a great experience. You get the networking, and it's something that adds to your resume.
Your portfolio.
Yeah, your portfolio.
Yes. And the greatest shows, like, that's another thing. If you want to be in the art or fashion industry in your community, just start there. Start local. Just go out and do it.
And if at first you don't succeed, try again.
Just try again. Whether you believe in yourself or not, take the pictures, go to the casting call.
Yeah.
It don't matter. Somebody might believe in you, and there you go.
Because for me, I would say this too. For me, the very first time I tried out for a fashion type event, it was actually last year. It was randomly last year. Somebody told me like the day of, like, hey, there's this casting for AZ Fashion Week. I was like, okay, and like, so I just showed up in all black, did a walk. They had us do like little campaigns. Pretend you're putting on this brand and making a video. It was a cool experience. They didn't choose me for anything, okay? I had no experience. I just went in there like, I'm cute. But, you know, it was a little humbling. I'm like, what do you mean you don't want me? Like, but now I'm like, okay, I see. Like, now that I've done more like fashion shows this year, and I've been, you know, with all the practices and stuff, how to walk, how to do different things. Like, I didn't let last year's experience taint me trying again this year. So
Exactly.
You never know.
You never know when it's your opportunity and that person's gonna love you. And then no matter where you go, always get cool with the casting directors, the other models there, the producers, everybody. Get cool with the whole team, because you don't know like what other projects they're gonna have that you might be able to jump on.
Yeah. If you're creative and you're trying to put yourself out there, or you're just not even sure how to start, just start.
Just freaking
find
do
people
it.
in your community that are doing those things, and like, you could reach out. We could just be more attentive to what events, maybe go to events that they're in so you can kind of meet people, mingle, you know? If you're shy, take a friend, like, you know, and just get yourself in the community.
Yes. Do it nervous, do it scared, do it anxious, do it.
Just do it.
Half-assed if you have to, do it tired, do it confused, stressed.
It's all gonna be a learning experience at the end of the day anyway.
Good or bad, just do it. Yes, just if you haven't put yourself out there this year, just put yourself out there. Shoot your shot this year.
We met so many people too that are signed not just in Arizona, but they're signed in Arizona, they're signed in New York, they're signed in Los Angeles. And that's the goal. It's like, I think as you build your portfolio, you get comfortable with putting yourself out there. It becomes second nature. You be putting yourself out there, and the next thing you know, oh, I'm in what? I'm going where?
Like, she's going to New York Fashion Week. She's being humble about it. She hasn't said anything.
I was just like, oh, me? I was like, is this spam? And I'm like, okay, I guess I'll put it on social media. But it's like, to be honest, I don't even remember like when I signed up for it. I just know I was putting myself out there. Anything that looked interesting, oh yeah, I'm putting myself out there.
Oh yes.
And so now it's just like, oh, okay. And I think it's because I built up that portfolio. And they can go back and look, okay, so she's watching these local shows. This is the proof, the video, the pictures. That's what you have to do. And as, like I said, so far I've been walking for free. No one's paid me yet. But what I will say is, when you start getting to, like, for New York Fashion Week, I've heard that there's going to be different agencies there and things like that. That's an opportunity to get signed by another agency, because our agency that we are signed to is, what's the term? It's non-exclusive?
It's non-exclusive, so you can sign to other agencies, but not within
state. So we could go sign to other agencies in other, in other states and stuff, and be flown out for different little deals and stuff where they won't pay us, you know what I'm saying? So
that's what we get.
Looking forward to that. But that's kind of like what we see for ourselves, right? And it's not even like that would be nice one day. No, that's the goal. That's where we're going.
That's why we're here.
That's why we make the moves that we make. We put ourselves out there. So, for the big things, for the big time. As somebody that is an aspiring actor or actress, don't just be like, I need to make sure that I'm on like a movie or I'm on a TV show. Like, if there's opportunity for you to get experience from a short film, from a play, things like that, or a local, do it.
Student film.
Do it, because like, I've learned, like the most I've learned as far as acting so far has come from plays. Like I was doing plays last year. And
like Tyler Perry?
That was the first time I was like, okay, wait, I need to cry in this scene. Excuse me. Like I have to actually evoke emotion and like fake cry. How do I do that? Like that was a lot of mental kind of like, trying to figure out how to get in the headspace, but like take opportunities as they are. Like if you're really creative and you're really trying to grow in that realm, take the opportunities.
Right.
And given, it's not easy all the time. You have to make time for it, especially, you got things going on in your life. At the same time, like we want to chase our dreams and our passions because it's what makes us happy. Right. So we gonna make a way.
I highly recommend, if you want to act, take an acting class. Take it even just for fun. If you're just a shy person, just take the class.
Yeah.
And get comfortable like breaking out of your shell. And then also too, if you're just starting and like you have the funds, you should sign up for casting networks and a backstage. At least that's what I did. There's a whole bunch of like casting sites like Actors Access and everything else. But I still work with casting networks, and I like backstage as well. It's a monthly fee, it's a premium. It's like insurance. But you should do it if you have the extra funds. Maybe you have like a job, part-time or full-time on the side, and you're trying to do like modeling. Do that, invest in that, because they give you a whole bunch of auditions and casting calls right there that you can just virtually submit to, or you can show up to. You should do it. I've booked so much that way, and they're pretty much all paid. Not all of them, but majority are. And I've gotten a lot of money that way too, and some really cool gigs that way. So, and then make connections that way that I still have, and I can still go, and all kinds of things. Don't downplay smaller local events. Like, go to everything, because the big people be there too. They be finding you there too. So show your face everywhere. You're not too good for shit.
And don't think you're too short. Don't think you're too, because like, I'm not 5'9" or 5'10". I'm 5'4".
I'm 5'5".
Okay. What is that, medium? Like height? Like, I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but there are some castings that are like, we're looking for 5'9", 5'10" and over, and it's like that can be discouraging.
Right.
But then sometimes they tell you to apply anyway. You never know.
Right.
So,
and sometimes they looking for 5'5" average. With acne, and everything else. Sometimes they want you.
They want you. And then sometimes it's about your attitude and the way you present yourself. Like if you go on there and you just bow, bow, bow. You walk, they're like, oh no, we need her. Forget how tall she is, we need her in the show. You know what I'm saying?
If you you come with confidence, you just give it what what you got and smiles.
I be walking like somebody at the end of the runway that I'm just pissed off at.
And when you're coming to an audition, always wear black. Wear like a black tank top, a black bodysuit, something form-fitting, and then like a dark jean or black leggings. Always bring your heels. And they don't need to be those 6-inch red bottoms, but they need to be like 3.5 or like 3. Maybe like 3 inches plus legs.
Yeah, don't be coming trying to like show out and do something that they tell you not to do, because then they're not gonna like you. Like, wear your all black. Do like look at what they said. Come with this is okay. Do it. If they say minimal makeup. Like, you know, follow directions. Like, don't get yourself in trouble. You don't want them not liking you from the jump before you even try it out.
For sure.
So yeah.
Follow the instructions. They're giving you the instructions for a reason. Just sometimes that's just a test right there.
And listen, you're gonna be in rooms that aren't that comfortable all the time. Because like I've done 3 shows now, and each time I've gone into these castings or even the practices, for the most part I didn't know anybody, so I'm just there. I'm like, well, you know. And yes, I networked. So like after the first show, my second show, there was some familiar faces a little bit, but I was still kind of to myself. And I wouldn't call myself an introvert, because I love people and I love to talk. But when I first meet them, I might be more reserved until I feel them out and I kind of see who I vibe with. So I'll just be kind of in my corner, listen to my music on my phone, whatever, you know. But like the point is, like, even if it's uncomfortable, like still put yourself in those positions, because ultimately, and you probably end up still networking with people, you still end up getting those additional connections, those additional friendships. And it's really heartwarming, I think. So it's worth it. It's worth going into those rooms and not knowing anybody and just putting yourself out there.
Yes, and sometimes it's a major confidence boost, and people are like, oh my goodness, who are you? Keep coming back.
We feeling like imposter syndrome. Meanwhile, they're just like, oh girl, your walk is, oh me?
Like, going
little on me? My walk?
I knew you out the casted you right there.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, so I am that girl. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure. You know?
When you're walking for the first time, act like you go into your ex's funeral. His mother's there, the family's there, the new wife is even there.
You're like,
and you just come in to show your respects.
Right.
Your respect. Just walk, address the casket, turn around, and get out of there.
Love you, boo.
You're out of there, baby. And that's what you need to think when you're walking.
Yeah.
Straight up. That's how you walk. Keep your confidence.
Yeah.
They want to see you do a good job. They want to see you do a good job. Go out there and strut your stuff. Nobody wants to see you fail. And one thing too, I'm going off on a tangent, but when you're walking, people are not gonna smile at you. They're just gonna,
you know,
it's like Death Valley,
like,
but just know in their head, they're like, damn, that bitch is bad.
And you're not even, when you're walking, you're not even making, at least for me, you're not really making eye contact. You just,
and you might accidentally, like your first couple ones, you might glare off into a person and make eye contact and they're like, oh shit, they mad at me. No, bitch.
Or if you are gonna break, if you are gonna like look off to the sides, it's kind of like a casual, just like,
Yes, and you're just like,
and you go back to, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like I'm nervous, it's a, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Looking and
that's it.
Yes, you see it. You broke the fourth wall.
Yeah. And we're both into more than just modeling. We're creatives all around, right? We're both into acting.
Oh yeah.
She's actually actively taking acting classes, right? How's that going, by the way?
It's going so good. So I just graduated from my acting foundation school.
Hey.
So I feel like I'm a real actor now. I'm a real actress. I can evoke emotion. I can do everything I do.
I also do music, by the way.
Oh, she's so good. Follow us on Instagram.
Yes, follow us on Insta.
Follow our journey. Ask us questions. We will really answer you. Ask us questions.
Yeah.
Ask us questions.
Thanks for watching our first video.
And just remember this, I am who I say I am.
You are who you say you are.
She is who she says she is.
Let's go out there and kill it.